EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His team comes in rested and ready off the mid-season bye week. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cleveland. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the left. University of Washington, it's Michael Penix.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike,
and he will score. Travis Etienne, touchdown Browns. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Browns are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Greg Dortch. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Well, not an ideal situation to start this game off, Mike. I mean, the smoke from the pregame festivities were still lingering in the air, and you find yourself down a score. You don't have to necessarily go for the quick strike. Whatever your plan was coming into this game, stick to it. Of course, they didn't plan on falling behind this quickly, but there is a long game ahead of them. Just get back on track.
A wide-open receiver downfield. This one is caught, and he will go all the way. Darren Waller, touchdown Ravens. His 4th TD grab of the season. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Kirk is the motion man. They're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On second down, here's Penix. Oh, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trey Harris, the intended receiver there. And that'll set up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Baringer to punt. Greg Dortch deep to return. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. That's quickly out to Harrison. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Dart. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. He'll work forward for a couple. Mario Davis there on the play. From the 43, here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. That one's on Orlando Brown, Jr. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Tremble comes in motion. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Once again, it's Etienne. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Penix. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, here is Pettis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A throw right side. Taken in by Tucker. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Dart. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front, and we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made by Malik.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3.
Gibbs. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. They cash it in on 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
2-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward, and we'll give him 6 yards on that one.
37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On him in a flash, and he lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Mario Davis there on the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
second and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That's on the outstanding tackle, Penei Sewell. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long. Here's Dart. He'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Browns offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Etienne. He's to the 25, and they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
To throw is Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
4 yards. And the Browns, first down. First and 10.
Now a handoff, ETN, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Harris, the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with ETN. The ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart, he'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
At the Ravens 46-yard
on 2nd down, Penix. That's complete to ETN. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Browns first down.
The tight end motioning left here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the move left, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, it's Penix. He'll take off again, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. Second and 5.
To Pat Freiermuth. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left.
the 9-yard line.
On second down, here's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
On third and 1, here's Penix. And he just gets rid of this one. To the sideline, it is incomplete. He did not want to throw the interception there. And now it is fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the Browns will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
To throw is Dart. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. On play action, it is Dart. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8. A play fake, now Dart. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. First and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Ravens.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead.
Browns 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Horn now to return it. Whoa! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On the handoff, it's Etienne. Ooh! And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's second and inches. the 34-yard line.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to run, and it's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. On the zone read, this is Penix.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dart going to keep this on the zone read. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's out of bounds with a flag down now in the backfield. Is that a hold, or maybe it's a roughing call? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up first and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. A second effort, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. For Ravens offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Crazy. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8 from the 46. Here's 2nd and 1. Dart gonna hold on to it himself. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. 13
yards on the play.
On the give, here's Hampton. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton, touchdown Ravens. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Ravens tack on one more to their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Etienne now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
ETN ahead out of the pistol. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Gibbs. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 15 on that game. First down, Baltimore.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. On 2nd down, Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And a nice job defensively. They don't let him get away. It's good for 7, but it makes it 4th down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Tremble comes in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. There he goes again. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good.
On the give, it's ETN. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth.
Complete to Pat Freiermuth. A gain of 9 brings up second.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Browns first.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. To throw again, it's Penix. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
That's another Browns first.
They'll run it here with Etienne. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the fourth quarter. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Hampton. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone. On the Eagles sideline, it is head coach Nick Sirianni. His team lost last time out, trying to turn things around this time. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Ravens. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olsen, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Once again, it's Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
Brings up
Third and 2, and it's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early.
Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to go into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And this is all going to be erased. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll run, and this is Omarion Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Burrow going to do this himself. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's another
Big-time play for Philly. 42 yards.
at the 8-yard line.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 1st touchdown this year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. That's brought in by Darren Waller. And he will finally be out of bounds, but hold everything. Flag down, back to the line of scrimmage. This is coming back. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. And back deep is Marvin Mims. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. 1 first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give, and here comes Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle. 3rd and long. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Burrow. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Burrow here on 2nd down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll be 3rd down. Now, Burrow. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. In the zone read, a give to Henderson. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henderson. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They get the former first-rounder out of Northwestern, Peter Skoronski. Now a second down throw for Burrow. That's taken in left side by Smith. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on third down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So instead of third and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Now, Burrow. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Now Burrow on the bootleg. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Mason Brown in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing is Burrow. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Ravens offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. A throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Burrow. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Forced out wide.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Burrow. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A play fake, now dart. This one caught by Waller. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. That's caught. It's Isaac Taslav. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Dart gonna hold on to it himself, and he's not gonna get there. Couple of yards short, and this is gonna be a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, anytime you have a mobile quarterback and it's 4th down, your philosophy on defense has to be take him away first. And that's exactly what this defense did here, being able to contain the quarterback, keep him short of that 1st down marker, and get off the field on 4th down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Burrow to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Mims sent in motion here. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Pass right side, taken in by Cooks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the ground, here is Henderson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
18 yards on the connection. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Eagles. His 4th TD grab of the season. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Ravens, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup.
Dart gonna throw it again.
At the 36-yard
He runs with it. And he'll go into a slide here. They're gonna mark him just a little short of the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's gonna be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. 3rd and 2, and it's Dart. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Ravens are on the board just before halftime.
Ravens 3.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get, so kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. And I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this 2nd half comeback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the read, here's Burrow. Halftime coming up, and we'll take. And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith take the field for their next drive. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. They go play action for Burrow. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And they'll take this down inside with 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 14. And an Eagle 1st down.
Now give up the middle. He'll take this down inside the 30. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
A gain of 2.
He'll come up on a second down and 8.
At the Ravens' 29-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll spin out of a tackle. Winds up getting about 6 yards.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
Yard gain on the play. That's another Eagles first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup. It's second and 8. At the
Second
15
down,
line.
Burrow. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
8 yards to go.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And an Eagles first down.
Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On the play fake, here's Dart. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
Brings up second down.
Another run here with Hampton. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That's quickly out to Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
On the give, here's Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one caught by Waller. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Tyler Smith, guilty on that one. To throw is Dart. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Dart. He'll get this out to the left flat. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles.
To the air once more is Dart. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's another Baltimore.
To the air again goes Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's going to run it. And he's into the end zone. Jackson Dart. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit.
Ravens 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They run straight ahead with Henderson. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. Off balance throw, it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go, and here's Dart. He'll let one go down the middle. That's caught, and he will score. Trey Tucker, touchdown Ravens. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
In his own read, a give to Henderson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 35-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 3rd and inches.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward, and it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Henderson, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Once more, Henderson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Eagles 35. Ravens 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Dart.
27-yard line.
That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down.
And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing again, Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's incomplete. Darius Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
First play of the game, first throw of the game. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Headed left, buying time. Just trying to avoid.
On the double.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll run. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ready, set.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Forced to his right. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, check that. Street. Check, hurt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here we
It's
go.
second and 8.
Newton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now it's Newton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now. 19.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Go! 19.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're
Check 10. Let's go now. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to Dobbs again. And he's going to be taken down. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Love. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go, set. Ready, pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Ward now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And the Raiders have got him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's 2nd down.
Ward off the play fake.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ward. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Congratulations on yet another victory. You can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to
Darnold now on 1st and 10. There's Fant open right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll drop to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
It's a gain of 11.
The Steelers. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 9. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Pass is completed to Cup. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. He'll locate Cup. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold to throw again. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here's Walker. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Al-Quadin Muhammad in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. That's taken at about the 14. Into space. Inside the 20. And he's going to score. He takes it back on the punt return. 83 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.